Okay, thanks for joining. I'm getting set up. I don't know my way around. And here we go with the retro stand. To understand, Innerstand.
Oh, jeez. I just had to brush my teeth. It was almost like I had to throw up. So, yeah, in a conscious awakening, when I saw the fishing lure mailbox yesterday, and then, had the PTSD. It was like, I'm telling the truth, I'm telling the truth, I am telling the truth, I am telling the truth, So, this is how my dad does it, or I would say the man. This is how the man who was my birth father does it. It was like, now remember what happens when you tell the truth. I mean, this is how evil, sick, twisted, mean he is. I'm sorry, but I have to say that. I do. He is so mean. I'm telling the truth. I'm getting punished. I'm called a liar, okay? So it was like, now, Bet, remember what happens when you tell the truth. You remember what happens when you tell the truth? You do, don't you? Now remember, you remember the lie as the truth, and I'm the guardian of your mind. That's what he would say. Oh, it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad. So I can't be mad. I have to tell it just like he said it to, because it makes me so mad now when I look at it. But I'm not as mad because I'm healing. I'm healing. Okay, so if I go in a self-hypnotic state and can remember the past memories like they were just, boom, they're right here. I mean, it's just like yesterday. It's just like the second, I'm like in it. Because I was there. It was me. And it was him. And it's like, and I can remember him sitting in the chair as well at the landings, and even saying that to me. Remember that you remembered the lie as the truth. The lie is the truth. You remember the lie as the truth. Remember what happens if you do tell the truth, though. If you do tell the truth, your truth, do you remember what happens when you tell the truth? And I'm like, no. I mean, I'm in shock. I would be in shock. It's like a paralyzation. You're just like, because the torture that happened before, so that remembrance, it paralyzes you, and you compartmentalize, you block it out, and it's just like, remember the lie as the truth, and I'm the guardian of your mind. I mean, oh my God. See, I don't want to go there because it makes me so mad. But I have to be calm enough to face it and let it pass through me again. I'm just a little girl. I'm 4 years old in Conway. And I was like, I am telling the truth. I am telling the truth. And this is about, the TT to PP and all that, kicking the tree and everything. And it's like, but I am telling the truth. And I just remember him kneeling down and pointing his finger in my face and being just so stern, his face so red, and just, that index finger just pointing right at me. And he would even point that finger right in the middle center part of my chest and the sternum. And just like, boom, 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 boom. Now remember, and just point real hard. You remember now. You remember now. And then he would say it softly, I'm the guardian of your mind. And he would say, I am your God. I created you. You came from me. So I brought you into this world. And if I brought you into this world, I can take you out anytime I want. And he literally would say, just like that. Oh, it makes me so mad. And then I remember the dock, and it's like him holding the shoulders of the life preserver, Now, we're going to have to go back down there if you remember, okay? You want to go back down there? And I'm like, no. I'm so weak. I'm so tired. So it's... The truth Now you remembered the lie as the truth. And it's just remember to forget. Remember to forget that. Remember to forget. Remember to forget that the lie is the truth. I can't. I'm going to throw up. I feel sick. I do. Yeah, so it's remember the lie as the truth. It's like I have it right here in my heart chakra, and I'm going to say it. And I can see his face, and I can see the look on his face, of course, you know. It's just that side look, that little cutting eye side look. Now remember, Bet, we agreed. And remember, Bet, you made an agreement with me. Remember, Bet, we agreed. You can't remember the truth, and you can't ever speak of it again. Your mind won't let you. That's what he told me. So I'm speaking it and I'm breaking out of it. And I am speaking it. Man. Your mind won't let you. And you just remember that. Remember to forget. And we agreed. We agreed that you said you'd remember to forget and you would never speak of it again. So your truth isn't the truth, and it never will be. You'll remember what happened to you and what happens to you, what happens to little kids, little girls who speak their truth. That's not their truth. It becomes a lie because you made an agreement with me. He gets you to make agreements in your mind and in your soul, and then you become that captive, and that is the root damage that causes that subconscious driven to the conscious of your choices throughout your life. And it's just, I'm amazed, because I have not studied into hypnotherapy. I'm amazed. I mean, obviously, I guess I don't have to, because I've lived it my whole life. But I'm amazed if they, in the teachings of it, which I just met someone who was a hypnotherapist, very close to getting the formal certification or whatever. But it is the how do they not teach the damage that can cause? If they do teach that, then he would know the damage that it can cause to have trauma suppressed so much, and to be made a liar through sexual trauma. I mean, so it's like you gotta go back to the truth, you know? The words of just like, I just see in his face and the way he was rocking in the chair and just sort of leaning back, and, and then he would tip his index finger up and down, on the arm of the chair, just like that little index finger going up and down on the arm of the chair, which would signify the little poking in my chest. Because it's a visual to the brain, to the sensory motor, the sensory and all your neurons that are the messengers to the rest of the body. So it's like your truth becomes a lie, but if you ever speak of the true truth, what really happened to you, then you're going to be tortured. You're gonna lose your life. You could lose your life. And who knows if and I think he even said, I'm sure he did, of course he did, because the words are coming back to me, now you could lose your life again, and this time you might not come back, you might not make it back. That's what he said. You remember now what happens if you tell the truth, your truth, you might lose your life. And if you do, you might not make it back this time. So that's where all my high, intense fear, response, trauma reaction comes from. Because I was threatened so severely, and I was killed. I was put out and brought back by the CPR. And he would joke with my mom, and it's so mean. My mom actually blocked it out for a long, I know she blocked it out totally. That's what happens. Because of course she's his victim too. And because he would even say, I remember this so well, the conversation now, and I couldn't remember these conversations for a long time, and I still only remember a few of them right now from 905 Rolling View Lane specifically. And the one that's coming back to me, which had been coming back to me, repetitively in spurts over the months about, remember when Bet was 7? Remember what happened when Bet was 7? And then I remember my mom, talking about me, to like her friends or Marlene especially. It would be like, yeah, Rob swears up and down something happened to Bet when she was 7, but I don't remember. I don't know what he's talking about, and it was like his joke though was that, yeah, like when she did remember, when she would talk, bring it up or something, that time, one time he said that you killed Bet and brought her back with CPR. And, he would almost like snicker or like giggle or something, where it's like, yeah, he's like, it might have taken me 2 or 3 times to bring her back. Just to torture my mom more mentally about that. Isn't it bad enough to think about what you did to your little daughter? But then you have to joke about how she almost didn't make it back. And that's how he would say it too. She almost didn't make it back, but good thing she did, Good thing she did. Good thing she did. She was worth more to us alive. Otherwise Aunt Millie wouldn't have given her that ring. That's the whole thing right there too. Right there. Getting to that center about Aunt Millie. Because there were so many rumors. I just know there were rumors about that. And my Aunt Eve would say, watch out for this one. She's going to remember things. And my mom would swear up and down, Rob says she can't. Rob says she can't. She's in a living, trance. She's in a living trance. Bet's in a trance. Bet's in a trance. That's what was always been said. And I never got it. I really did. I was like, what are y'all talking about? Yeah, this is very energy draining. I'm so tired again. I gotta lay back down. But it is that truth couldn't be told. That's why my voice was silenced for so long. And he really expected that this day would never come. That I could speak it. I really could speak it. Yeah. These words are so powerful. This is the hardest for me to speak out now because these are my dad's exact words about me specifically. All these other conversations, a lot more easy to flow. But I have to find a way to do this. And this is like a time in the hallway as he's being a man. And so now I know why he was wearing his white underwear and white t-shirt when he stood in my door frame that day. And why he would wear his white underwear and white t-shirt just walking down the hallways in the house. No matter what age we were, it didn't matter if I was an older woman or not, of course, because that's the subliminal, the conscious visual to the subconscious driven. And it was like, you won't ever remember, because we would have a little fight about something, just something, I'm in my 20s, my teenage years. This is when this conversation would come up. He'd be so mean looking in the face, and the way he would hold his hand was always that one index finger hanging out. He might have a fist at the door with the one index finger out, just kind of like pointing down with the fist, leaning up against the wall or the door frame. So if it's in the hallway, it's the fist up against the wall. If it's the door frame, it's the door frame. But it was like, sorry man, my throat, and this is part of the throat chakra. I have to speak it out. Come on, I'm trying here to do this, and I don't want to close my eyes and be hypnotized anymore. But I guess I'm going to choose to go in this state of remembrance, because I want to be able to look out and say it though. So I'm looking out the window right now. I'm looking out and I'm going to say it. It was like, okay. You won't ever remember your truth. You won't ever remember the truth. Your mind won't let you. I won't let you. I won't let you remember, because I'm the guardian of your mind. You made that agreement with me a long time ago. So you may never remember why. You got that? You got that? Yeah. Okay. And you agreed that you would... So, I gotta stop right there. That's what he would say. Move. Now, you just remember you agreed to do what I say. Just remember you agreed to do what I tell you to do. Just remember you agreed that, and you agreed that if you ever do remember, you'll remember to forgive.